feels so good to be back on camera. I hope that you all have been doing wonderful. Elijah and I have been having, seriously, like the best year already. We have been so busy just doing a bunch of new things. Like we went to our first Packer game. We're Wisconsinites if you don't know us. I basically went ice fishing with him for my first time because the last time I did it, I vaguely remembered. I was so young. I mean, like all this fun stuff is going on. I got eyelash extensions for the first time. We're trying to ski and snowboard for the first time. It has just been so much fun. But you guys, I have so many video ideas that are just brewing. I can't wait anymore. Like I have videos set up pretty much every week or every other week throughout spring. So I am like, let's do this. I'm ready. Let's bring on filming for 2023. To kick it off, I want to talk about the new Charlotte Tilbury Glow Glide highlighters. I will only be reviewing Moonlit Glow. It's the only one I've purchased. These are pricey, so I don't get them sent to me. So hopefully if you're looking for a review on just this shade, this will be helpful for you. And I basically want to go over, is this little highlighter worth it? Is it as life-changing as we want it to be? I have very high expectations for Charlotte Tilbury. She has very expensive products and some have actually let me down and I have returned them. Like last year's Sephora spring sale, I purchased the quad of like the highlighter, contour, blush, and it was very underwhelming. At first I was like, this is amazing. But then the more I started to use it, I was like, is it though? Like it was weird. I swear it was like great until you like went further on in the pan, just like a little bit. So that was kind of weird. I love her Airbrush Flawless foundations, but I think the shades need improvement. The undertones really, like it's not, they aren't true neutrals, they aren't true cool undertones, but it's a beautiful foundation. So as everyone has been obsessing over Charlotte Tilbury, I'm like, are we sure? So I am not just like, oh my gosh, everything from Charlotte Tilbury is amazing, everything's flawless. I hope that this is a very practical review for you guys. I will say I fell for the hype and I got her contour wand finally in fair medium and I love it. So now I'm kind of like, all right, I do want to experiment more with her product. I was actually very hesitant myself in purchasing this. At first I was like, yes, this looks amazing. It claims to be a powder highlight with a wet finish, and that's everything I love. Like I don't want my powder highlight to look powdery. I want it to be very smooth, glide across my texture, and just pop. So this sounded like everything I wanted, and then the reviews came in and they were very hit or miss. Some people were saying it wasn't very intense, and I'm like, oh really? Because like the ad pictures look amazing. Some people were unhappy with like the pan moves around and shifts in the component. So I thought that was kind of weird and I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna go try it for myself. And I am so happy you did, you guys. So I was not gonna wait for the spring Sephora sale because her products are such a hot commodity. I did not want to sell out and not restock. I paid the $46 for one highlighter. And you guys, it's worth it. Like, oh my gosh, this is a highlighter I have been waiting for. It is so perfect. And at first I thought that this shade was going to be a little bit too icy. And mind you guys, I have been using this product for probably a month, a solid like 3 weeks, no, probably a month at least. So this is not a first impression of like, oh my gosh, I love it, and then all of a sudden it's not that great anymore a few weeks later. I can truly say I think it's worth every penny. Look at this. Look at how much I've used. I will say it's true. This moves around, which makes it seem very cheap. That's definitely like a ding on it. Oh my gosh, just putting my finger in there to show you guys though, it's so gorgeous. So I think the reason why it moves around in the component is because maybe it's going to be a refillable product. But like at the same time, I don't really think it's classy to have it be a record player in here, you know, like it makes it feel cheaper than it actually is. The product itself is incredible. I think what it comes down to is having the right brush to apply it. If you have like an overly synthetic brush that really doesn't pick up on it enough, you aren't gonna get a lot of payoff on your cheekbones. Let's just go ahead and start by swatching it on the back of my hand for you guys. It is so beautiful. It's so smooth. It's not chalky. It's not too glittery. It's really just right. So let's just get to it and show you guys how it looks on me. So my go-to highlighting brush, it really stinks because I don't think Morphe sells their E collection anymore. So it's like, it kind of stinks. I'm like, you guys need this brush. Like, this is the best highlight brush. And then now I can't find it on their website. So it's their E48 and it's just a perfect mixture. Like the bristles feel more natural. I mean, it's not like you need this exact brush. brush, just as long as you find a highlighting brush, or it doesn't need to be specific to highlighting. I think that this is probably like a blush brush or something technically. If it just feels a bit more natural yet very soft, it's gonna be perfect. For instance, I use my Sigma F03 High Cheekbone Highlighter Brush for concealer. I mean, this is not going to give you the same result as this for highlighter. It's just more synthetic and just like looser bristles. So if you want a really natural looking highlight, this would be great. But if you want one that's actually gonna like melt the product onto your cheekbone a little bit more and blend it in with the products already on your cheekbone, just wanna shoot for something a little bit more like this guy. Okay, let's finally get to it. So I am just going in, pumpkin. There isn't a lot of kickback, fallout, or anything crazy, so that's wonderful. I am zoomed in all the way, so hopefully you guys can see this okay. So I just kind of start by blending it onto my cheekbone. Look at that. Are you kidding me? How are there bad reviews? I think it's the brush, you guys. I'm telling you, just get a different highlighting brush. It's all gonna be okay. You didn't waste your money. It is so flawless. I love it so much. So I don't do the same motion every time. It's kind of inconsistent. I just try to really blend it onto the cheekbone. And that's another way. Maybe it's just like people's technique of applying it. I have found that this works the best. Like if I just went like that and expected a lot, it's probably not gonna do it for you. But you really just wanna, oh my gosh, you have to be kidding me. It's so beautiful. I mean, come on, you guys. I just keep saying it. I'm like, come on. Come on. It's so good. Let's do it for the nose highlight. Really, it's not too icy, especially in like direct natural lighting. When I flipped down my visor and checked in my mirror, I was like, oh my gosh, I love it. It just looks so beautiful. It truly does look wet. It is so perfect. This is the moment I have been waiting for, and I hope it's yours too. For nose highlight, I use the Morphe Jaclyn Hill JH52 brush. It's perfect for this. I'm just gonna pick up a little bit. I'm still that girl that does an exclamation point on her nose. It makes me feel cute. I don't care. It just gives you like that Instagram filter, you know? Let's add some into the inner corners. A little bit on the brow bone. Check that out. I think it just makes you a glowy princess. From Genovia. No, I'm just kidding. I haven't used my setting spray yet, so I'm just gonna do that really quick. I have my curtain open to my window right here, so natural light is pouring in, and just look at that. Oh my gosh, I don't know how I thought that I could do a 3-week fill. Like I definitely need to go in at the 2-week mark. My eyelashes are already like blink, blink, because I'm just not like, it's really hard for me to be careful with them, especially for it being my first ever pair of lash extensions. It's been really tricky, but I just think that this highlighter is a must. Surprisingly enough, all of the shades are in stock on Sephora's website. So if you guys are like thinking about it, I would just do it or play it by ear, see if it's still in stock during the Sephora spring sale. But I mean, I couldn't wait for that. And I'm so glad I didn't. It's seriously just the most beautiful highlight I have ever seen. So you guys, that is a wrap. I really hope that this review helped you guys. If it's what brought you to my channel, I hope you stay around for a little while and click that subscribe button down below to help my channel grow. I really appreciate it. I'm so happy to be back, and I will see you all very soon. Bye!